Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Black Mirror 3. Last episode we had a few problems with the law, namely because I'm the prime suspect of the killings that happened here. Fortunately, we are not the killer of the last killings, but maybe future killings. Who knows? Because we are possessed. Of course we are. Anyways, on this, and we met Mary, and I guess we need to make some kind of photo shoot for him so he would testify that we couldn't kill Miss Valley. I always forget her name. I'm just thinking Wick. The Wick was the boy. Wick Valley. But I can't remember Miss Valley's first name. Anyways, so yes, we need to go to a Black Mirror castle for the photo op. And we also have to meet Victoria, who is by herself in the Black Mirror castle. I can't even speak anymore. Nothing new there. Elena dead. No Bates. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So that's what we do now, and see where we can go. I think I've done everything. I'm guessing we have to get at some point to the office, but not now.
Big trolley.
Oh, okay. That was a misclick on my part. Where's that bird? I can hear it, but I would like to see it. I don't know. I have no idea what pictures I can take out of the mandatory ones. Hopefully this will not be an issue like it was in a Black Mirror 2, but I'm afraid that could be a problem at some point. So. Is my gamma up? It's so dark. Yeah, it's quite up. I don't think that little part matters that much. So we oh, it was on this way, I think. So no, this is the lighthouse. Well, I could take a quick check. Is that a bird? I think it is. Can I take a picture of the bird? No. Maybe picture of cliffs? Ocean? Nope. Anything inside the ruins I can picture? More ruins? Nope. Okay. So no pictures then. So it was to the castle then. What a silly place.
Spectacular backdrop, huh? But as I'm already here, I ought to look in on Lady Victoria and ask how she's doing.
Yeah, that'd be... Have these nymphs changed a little bit since the last time? Menhir.
Huge lump of stone. I'm no geologist, but it doesn't look like it grew here. It's apparently a survivor of the Bronze Age, like the things at Stonehenge.
Okay.
It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden.
Who wouldn't like the boulders in the garden? Can I take a picture of it? No. Chain.
The gate is locked shut.
It really is.
The castle looks really threatening from here.
It always has.
one of 3 nymphs that guard the castle and are supposed to provide light. Old Bates used to use the nymphs as a mnemonic device. In Greek mythology, nymphs often accompany superior divinities. They were seen as the benevolent spirits of trees, grottos, or important places. Well, that's my knowledge of nymphs pretty much exhausted.
What have you been doing last 3 weeks? No picture of the nymphs. Anything inside the letterbox?
An empty letterbox.
So I guess nothing. Anything else we can see? This rubbish.
Looks like a few kids have had a party here. Bates would go bananas if he could see all this.
Absolutely bananas.
An empty letterbox.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Intercom Ivy.
Is it just me, or has nature taken its course at an amazing rate here over the last few weeks?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, we've got a new doorbell with an intercom system.
Okay, that's good. Hope it works.
Who's there?
My name's Adrian Gordon. I'd like to see Lady Victoria, please. Hello?
Well, at least
Come in, Mr. Gordon. Lady Victoria has just woken up.
Yes, of course.
Please excuse the chaos. The builders are working on the renovations.
You're looking after Lady Victoria?
Yes, I'm a trained nurse of your...
great-grandmother.
I take care of all of your great-grandmother's needs.
Thank you, Miss...
Antolini. Sister Antolini.
Thank you, Sister Antolini.
this is quite gloomy.
Can
And
I just ask you something?
oh, okay, yeah.
Do you think that being in the middle of a construction site is the right place for such an old lady?
Lady Victoria was most insistent that she be moved back into the castle. She said that she'd been born here and that she wanted to die here. And the walls here are rather thick. She doesn't hear that much. At least she hasn't complained as of yet.
Well, I can understand that, but where the money to renovation came from, and why so extensive renovations now?
How is Lady Victoria?
As well as can be expected. She's not speaking to me, unfortunately. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
Oh God, looks like a death chamber in here. I can feel a chill right to my heart. I can only hope Victoria gets better soon.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Before we talk, we have paravent, stool, dressing room, jewelry box, dressing table, painting shelf, painting window, painting bed, machines. That creaking noise again. It was in Black Mirror 2, and I'm almost certain it was in Black Mirror 1 also. That reminds me of
room
Silent
sweep.
Hunter.
It's supposed to be a barrier to prying eyes.
It's supposed to be, or is it? If it's if it's not transparent, then it will be good shelter for prying eyes.
A plush stool. Like lots of things in this room, it's red.
My mind is out everywhere. Yeah, I was thinking the noise. Yeah, it's Silent Hunter games. When you go too deep, the submarine starts to keep those noises. Maybe I should make a few one-offs of Silent Hunter games.
There are lots of cupboards. Huh, this is probably Victoria's dressing room.
It's been a while since I played those games. And definitely not good in them. But anyways, let's see.
Huh. There's some pretty big fish being gutted in this picture. It's signed W. Gordon, 1921. I wonder if William painted it.
Or would that mean something? Well, I don't know.
A small casket. Victoria probably keeps her jewelry in it.
It looks quite similar to the casket from the part 2. I mean, Black Mirror 2, which our mother then thought to be our mother had.
A small casket. Victoria probably keeps her jewelry in it.
I'm guessing that will play a part because we can still interact with it. Maybe? Do I take a picture? No. Dressing table.
Hairbrushes, makeup utensils, creams, Victoria's cosmetic stuff.
Right. More paintings.
Reminds me of Lady Eleanor's castle in Wales, but during better days. When Tom was holding me prisoner there 3 weeks ago, it was already half sunk in the marsh.
That it was.
A shelf with books, souvenirs, and caskets on it. Probably full of memories.
Fair assumption.
A huge oak bed. Presumably it used to be William's and Victoria's bed. William died more than 12 years ago. A picture of a woman in white. Looks like a kind of wedding dress. That's William's name at the bottom in the corner. My great-grandfather must have painted it.
Yeah. Let's check the machines. Hopefully we don't play with them like in the Black Mirror 2.
A bit of a deja vu moment. About 4 weeks ago, I was standing at my foster mom's sickbed. These machines were there too. There's even a button to call the nurse here as well.
And window.
If you look out there, you might think it's deepest winter. Or is that more to do with the chill here in the room?
Maybe both. Victoria, can we talk?
Victoria, my great-grandmother, and the only member of my family I've got left.
At least we assume that is the case. Well, it might be that Angelina and our mother or both are not dead. Who knows? Maybe they are. But to be honest, nothing would surprise me at this moment.
Hello, Victoria? It's me, Adrian. Did you put up the bail for me? Are you being well looked after? Victoria, are you okay?
No reaction so far.
Victoria, I need your help. Really. The police don't believe me. How can I make them understand that I'm Adrian Gordon when the name Darren Michaels is printed in my passport? Victoria, you're the only one who can help me. Please. I'm sorry about what happened to Bates, Eleanor, and Sally. It must be awful for you.
Adrian, tell me the truth. Was it you? Did you start the fire?
No, Victoria, it wasn't me. It was Lewis. He did what Angelina told him to do. She was behind all the murders. It was her who also lured me here because she needed me for, well, you know, the curse which only affects the male Gordons. She wanted to achieve what Samuel was trying to prevent. She was possessed by it. She lied to me, to all of us.
What's all that, Adrian? You sound like a coward. It wasn't me. It was Angelina.
What?
Why should I believe you? Why have you come here at all? Things were going well for you in America. If you'd only just stayed there, Bates would still be alive. Eleanor, Catherine, Miss Valley. You're too weak. You can't stand up to Mordred. His ghost rides you like a child rides a rocking horse.
Ouch.
Since you've turned up, there's been nothing but calamity. Just disappear again, Adrian. Do me a favor and go back to where you came from before the other half of the castle goes up in flames.
What have you done to her?
Nothing at all. I've been talking with her, that's all.
You'd better go now. Your great-grandmother needs peace and quiet.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want that. I'm sorry.
Just go, please.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Okay. Interesting.
That went well. Now it's not just everyone in the village that hates me, but the only remaining member of my family, too. Real good job, Darren. If I wasn't already doing it, I'd be signing up for therapy right away.
That was curious. Either we actually did what we see in the vision and pressed the pillow against the grandmother's face, or it was vision connected with reality. Well, yeah. It's curious to see which one was it. It would seem that we didn't press the pillow. It was more like in the prison cell that we saw that we would stab the guy, but we didn't actually stab the guy, so it seemed like it. But something happened, obviously. But to be honest, she got excited quite a lot, and quite understandably so. But that almost points towards the situation that she didn't pay the bail. So there's someone else who did that. But why? It was quite substantial sum. Was it a 5,000 pounds or something like that? So who would do that? Because at the moment, at least, there's no living relative to us who knows we are here. If there are any other relatives except Victoria. That is going to be interesting. Can I take the picture? Can I enter here anymore?
Last time I was here, I was able to bust open the wrought iron gate. The lock looks way sturdier than it used to be. I'm not going to be able to get it open without a lot of hassle, for sure.
Can I enter?
Victoria's had me thrown out. Not a good idea to bug her again.
Right. Let's see what the tasks say. Usually there are some good indication what I need to do. Okay, let's see what it is. Maybe I can help her somehow. I could leave up there and be around her. That's the least I could do. She hates me. Victoria blames me for everything. I should have stayed away, a long way in Boston. And then this vision as well. I'd never do anything to hurt Victoria. Well, you probably wouldn't, but Mordred would. It was Angelina who contrived everything. She lured me here, and it's she who has all those people on her conscience. Victoria doesn't believe a word I say. If I only had some kind of evidence I could show her. Okay, so we need some kind of evidence. I'm supposed to shoot a photo for mirror in which I present myself as the slasher of the Black Mirror Castle, and for what price? I really don't have that much stuff with me. We are not allowed to go inside. I'll have to check around if there's something changed somewhere. So we need a proof, some kind of proof that we are not the killer. What is that? Branches and leaves.
First it was on the tree, and now it's on the ground. That's what you call the fall.
That's so deep, man.
Dead branches on a dead tree. Looking at that makes you feel much more alive. That's the road to Warmhill, Willow Creek's neighboring village. Well, village is a little bit of an exaggeration, but at least there's a church there. I don't want to walk there, though. Well, I have no reason to.
Okay, so we are going there at some point. Why my mouth doesn't do what I want it to do?
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Okay, so what about... I don't think there's... Well, there might be something in the... at the lighthouse, but I'm a little interested about this area.
All the warnings, the barbed wire, that has to make this path incredibly interesting. I'd really like to know what's behind all that.
So we are not going there just yet. What about...
Aimlessly wander through the woods.
Okay. Let's go back. What could I need? Telephone box, barrel, old-fashioned shop, cafe, river, police station. Let's see if I can call to anyone. I'm a little lost at the moment.
Jones and Partners Chambers. Please leave your name and telephone number. We're in your corner.
So anyway, we are not calling to him at all. I'm guessing this doesn't work until tomorrow.
I've had enough of my future for today.
Okay, yeah. Any other changes? I could go check the police. Well, I probably have to check these all through. Why didn't I double click? I have no idea. Can I talk
I'll
to you?
just leave him in peace for now.
Okay, so nothing in here.
The sales girl is terrified of me. As long as I don't ask her any questions, then I probably won't give her a heart attack. There were a load of knives in that before, or am I mistaken?
Sold out.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Are the knives missing?
All of the knives have gone. So either there's a cookery contest happening here soon, or the whole of Willow Creek has armed itself.
Yeah. Oh, alcohol and garlic.
Brandy, spirits, and various types of whiskey. Everything an aching heart could wish for. That's a Transylvanian-sized portion of garlic. We can assume the shop won't be attacked by vampires.
So, okay, so that's done. So how's the cafe looking? Oh, we have new people. Again, that lady. Can I check
I
this?
better not go in there right now, or Denise will bar me from the place.
Okay, Bobby. Oh, Bobby and Edward. Let's start with Bobby.
Huh, there's Bobby, the village idiot. Well, no, that's being unfair. He's pretty much the nicest guy for miles around.
Well, there's a point in that. Yes, he's a nice guy.
Hello, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Darren. Is it true that you're evil now?
No, Bobby, you don't need to be scared. I'd never do anything to anyone.
The others said that you set fire to the castle.
You shouldn't believe everything people tell you, Bobby. I'm innocent. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what Tom says all the time, too. Okay, Darren. I believe you.
Well, Darren Adrian, you actually harmed Bobby. You dropped a heavy load on his head. Although with mitigated
Tell me,
circumstances.
Bobby, do you know the village policeman?
Yeah, but I don't like him. Tom doesn't like him either.
I wonder why.
Are you working here now?
Yeah, but not for money, but for Denise. She's my new girlfriend. I help her out.
I get it.
Hopefully they are not using him. Anyways.
Aren't you working in the museum anymore?
No, Mrs. Puff sent me away.
The mayoress sent you away? How come she did that?
I didn't take enough care, she said. I did lose the key.
Whoops.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we have caused problems to people. Unfortunately. Denise.
And is Denise happy you're helping her out?
Yeah, she gives me muffins and chocolate.
That's kind of her.
But I don't want to have it for nothing. I'll pay for it later. I don't want her to get into trouble.
That's nice of you, Bobby. You really like her then?
Oh, yeah. Denise is much prettier than Mrs. Puff. She's even more beautiful than the sun.
Okay.
Do you know the old lady who left so quickly earlier?
That's old Dorothy. She's funny. She always comes here and picks up old cakes. She gives them to goats. I like goats.
Goats are cool. And what about Tom?
What's your brother Tom up to then?
I don't know. He's not around much right now. But that's good too. He said he's going to kill you if he finds you.
I'd better be going.
Okay, Darren.
Now I'm thinking fish called Wanda. Anyways, Edward. Who are you?
Cafe waiter is a real stiff. Maybe he's just swallowed something rather nasty? I'll just ask him.
Can I talk to him? Yes.
Hi.
Good day, sir.
You almost look like a waiter to me.
You're absolutely right, sir. My name is Edward.
Well, Eddie.
Do you know the inspector?
Of course. He's a very good customer. Perhaps a little too good. He likes to keep Denise from doing her work. And she likes being distracted.
So maybe it's not the right job for her.
On the contrary, sir. I tell her father time and again she's absolutely the right woman for the job. Even the workmen from the castle come down here for a coffee. I really couldn't imagine anyone better for the job than her.
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Anyways.
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
A quiet place. Bad for midwives, they'd find no work here. But ideal for authors, if they happen to write thrillers.
Yeah, or horror stories.
And cafe.
It's a nice cafe you've got here.
Thank you, sir. I do all I can to keep it that way.
Aren't cafes a bit uncommon in England?
If you say so, sir. But I think this place deserves an alternative to that drunkard's dive over there.
Well, at least this is cleaner.
You've got lots of photos of the people of Willow Creek in here. Have you got any of the Gordons?
Sorry, sir, but the Gordons do not keep company in these humble rooms.
Where do they keep company then?
As far as I know, they very rarely leave their estate. They used to go to church every Sunday, but it's been a long time since they've even done that.
I'd better be going.
Please do us the honor again soon, sir.
So nothing new. Can I ask anything about anything new from Bobby? I
Hi,
can.
Bobby.
Okay.
Hi, Darren.
The waiter, Edward, is he pleased that you're helping her as well?
He'd send me away, but I always came back. Then he said that if I make myself useful, I can stay. I'm not allowed to just sit and stare at Denise, because people would get scared of me. I don't like it if people are scared of me.
I don't like that either.
Edward said as well that if I touch a cake, then I'll have to eat it. And they don't give me coffee anymore because it makes me ill.
I'd better be going.
Okay, Darren.
Right, okay. I'm a little lost at the moment. I guess we are not going to the pub.
I'll only go in there again once I've got a black belt.
No, we are not going to the pub then. Dr. Winterbottom?
I don't want to disturb her.
Museum entrance. Is it open now? Yeah, that could be. Well, it's not open, I'm guessing.
There's a poster hanging here. We're rebuilding for you. Soon we'll be even more spectacular. Experience the whole...
Okay, so yeah, it's opening later. I totally forgot that one. What is that? Rubbish? Why can I check
the
that?
sad remains of a bicycle.
Oh. Do I take picture of that? Nope.
The sign says Willow Creek Museum.
Road to hotel. Let's check the hotel again. I'm a little stuck at the moment. So basically I need to...
There are a few steps leading down behind the hotel. To the river, I reckon.
So we are not using that either. Okay, apparently we can talk to Murray. Maybe something new have come up.
Hi, Murray.
Oh, the esteemed Mr. Michaels. What's on your mind?
Quite a lot, actually. Let's see.
Do you know the inspector, Mr. Spooner?
Oh, yes, I certainly do. He was here twice. Took half the hotel apart. A terribly inconsiderate fellow. But good for business, too. How often, as a tourist, do you have the chance to see this kind of an investigation firsthand? Unfortunately, he confiscated all of your and Miss Angelina's personal effects. Means I can only display replicas in the museum.
What bad luck.
Okay, and Willow Creek.
So, anything exciting happen?
You mean, apart from Miss Valley's murder and the castle burning down and 3 people losing their lives? Well, the fair's finished. In its place, we now have a new exhibition in the Willow Creek Museum of Modern Murder. It's opening in a few days. Oh, you should definitely see that. It's worth it.
Oh yeah. For you? Most definitely.
I hope we can see it. Anyways, photo for Murray.
This photo of me that you've pictured.
Only a small favor. A tiny exertion on your part. Nothing huge. You just have to smear yourself with a little blood and swing a knife about. In a scary sort of way, of course.
Well, naturally. Oh, and best naked under a full moon by the lighthouse, yeah?
You're the pro. I trust your aesthetic sense completely.
Who's guaranteeing that you won't immediately run to the cops with it?
And what would I get out of that? You're judging me completely wrongly. Anyway, anyone would see that it's completely staged. I don't want anything authentic, rather something somewhat stylized, like for a movie poster.
You want to make a poster out of it?
I'm thinking more of a life-sized cardboard figure for the hotel entrance. Well, if you wouldn't have anything against that.
Do what you want. Just make sure you change your statement at the police station.
Understood.
So we are apparently taking the picture at some point. Castle fire.
But you know I had nothing to do with the fire, don't you?
Yes, well, according to the papers...
Yeah, the British tabloid press is world-renowned for its believability.
Well, of course, they don't always have the whole truth in there, but the headlines do help me to keep the hotel going.
In this case, at my expense.
Okay, what's the last one? Whitewood.
The woods around Willow Creek are pretty gloomy.
The woods are quite exceptional, I'll have you know. Full of ghosts and demons, if you like to believe the local folklore. The perfect backdrop for all of the grisly murders that have happened here and are, regrettably, yet to come.
You can hardly wait, right?
I've lived here long enough to know that patience is a virtue.
Why don't you go out and kill a few people yourself if you're so hot on it all?
I'm a businessman, not a murderer. A small but absolutely fine distinction, Mr. Michaels.
See you, Murray.
Back to work.
Okay, anything else? Am I missing something in here? I have to check. Well, we had the wall.
Murray's office is right behind this wall.
And TV. So let's see. What can we go? Willow Creek. Gordon's Palace Hotel, where we are at the moment. Lighthouse. Let's go to a lighthouse and see. Oh, that's cute. I'm still a little...
Fine English cliffs, gray and steep. Perfect for bringing your life to an end.
Bit gloomy, mate.
The North Sea. This is where England stops.
So we checked everything in here. To the ruins. Let's check once more if there's anything in here.
A huge pile of rubble is all that's left of the entrance to the academy. I can consider myself lucky that I got out of there in one piece.
What am I missing at the moment? This is a bit annoying. I'm missing something. We can't go there.
Aimlessly wander through
No, and we definitely are not going.
all the warnings, the barbed wire.
And there's barbed wire.
That's barbed wire. It was invented to block foot soldiers. Once you get caught up in it, the barbs rip dozens of cuts into your body. The more you try to free yourself, the worse it gets. And slowly but surely you bleed to death. I'm not gonna risk it. No. I don't feel like getting barbed wire.
Okay, so we need something to remove the barbed wires. I really don't have that many items either. You're not going to...
I've no idea where that path leads.
We're not...
Well, I don't want to walk.
And... can I...
A Polaroid camera. Murray.
Can I use this on me?
One of Murray's merchandise articles. A blood-splattered plastic.
We are not...
The last time I was here, the lock looks wasted. As long as Victoria thinks I'm...
So we can't go there. Anything in the letterbox? Anything changed? What am I missing?
An empty letterbox.
It's
An
still empty.
It's certainly decorative.
to the woods. Back to the woods. Anything. Shoot for Waterbury, in which I present myself as slasher of Black Mirror Castle, and for what price? So that... Well, he said something about blood. Do I need to... Can I maybe use the... Well, that's dairy substitute. No. Maybe I need ketchup. Ketchup. This is really annoying. There are not so many places to go, but I'm missing something very obvious. Something small, maybe. Over the bridge to the village square. Menu. How is this not working at all? Do we have anything we can
The
talk?
sales girl is terrible.
Okay, so nothing in here. Okay, I need to get something to drink, and when I come back, if I can't figure anything out, then I'll probably have to check it out, which is annoying because, again, I'm not totally sure what am I missing at the moment. Because it can't be that much. These are only things I have in my inventory at the moment. But anyways, I need to get something to drink. Be right back. Okay. I'll go last time to check the castle, because it's almost certain that I should take the picture, because I can't see anything else I could do. So I'll try my best to get a picture done. And it has to be somewhere here, because there's really no other place to do it. So I have to just click. Do I see...
Oh well, here goes nothing.
Didn't I try that already? Did I misclick? I'm a little confused. Didn't I try that earlier? Well, I take it. Maybe I made mistake. Maybe I didn't try. I was thinking it or something. So now we have at least a picture. So let's go back to the hotel, and hopefully we can get something out of it, because I don't have any evidence of my not guilty status. I can't. Yeah, I was thinking the right word for it, and that's not it, but it will do for now. Well, that I wasn't guilty for the murders. Yes, no
Hi,
evidence
Murray.
for that.
Oh, the esteemed Mr. Michaels. What's on your mind?
The picture is on my mind.
So there, you've got your stupid photo. Happy?
Oh, I can hardly recognize a thing.
Me in front of the castle as agreed? Okay, off to the cops, Murray.
I'm sure you know how important my exonerating statement in the Valley murder case is.
Murray,
Okay, I'll take it.
first go to the police station.
All right, then I'll go today. I'm an honorable businessman.
And I'm a possessed madman.
I suggest taking a rest in your room first, and then when you wake up, everything will have been sorted with the police.
It really could use some sleep.
Honestly, why that feels like he's not honoring the deal? To be honest, I had a weird idea in my head. Murray paid the bounty, not because of a good heart, but because he hopes I'm the guilty person and I would cause more problems to the area, so he could benefit from it. And that's why he paid it as anonymous. Who knows? But let's go to sleep then. So we can do something else today. Oh. What is that?
Huh. Someone shoved something under the door.
It's called leather.
I can help you prove your innocence because I believe in your innocence. But I have to be able to trust you too. We can't meet yet, which is why I'm just gonna send you clues. If you want to take up my offer, then you'll find the first lead at your father's grave.
So it's a trip to cemetery, I guess. Okay, maybe my idea is Murray paying £5,000 to hoping that I would kill more is out of there. I guess this is the person who paid it. But
Huh. That's a bit confusing. Who's this message from? Murray? He doesn't have an interest in proving my innocence. And anyway, he would just tell me himself. But who else knows I'm living here in the hotel? I need to follow this up carefully. And I ought to find out where the graveyard is around here.
yeah, that is a problematic situation because who is that person who knows we are here? Have we met that person in the first one or second one? I don't know. Or is he some completely new character? Again, interesting to know. Could you tell me where the graveyard might be? So I could dig some graves
Hi,
up.
Murray.
Oh, the esteemed Mr.
Oh, do shut up. Strange message.
Is this note here from you?
Pardon? No, I speak to my guests personally when I've got something for them.
Was there anyone here asking for me earlier?
No, you're simply not well known enough. But that'll soon change, believe me.
That's a bit ominous. So you're saying you haven't seen anyone in here? That's odd.
Murray, do you know where the local graveyard is?
A graveyard? Didn't you want to take a rest?
I'm not up for resting anymore.
I'm sure you can't mean the graveyard behind the hotel. It's being redone right now.
It's being what?
I've had it removed for the time being so I can relocate it in a sensational new setting. It means I can charge more for some of the rooms with views over the Gordon graveyard.
You've had the Gordon family graves leveled?
To be quite honest, there was only Lothar Gordon's grave there, the founder of the original sanatorium. The family crypt is in the churchyard at Wormhill.
Ah, right. In Warm Hill, then. See you, Murray.
Back to work.
To be honest, I guess there would be some rules and regulations against just leveling the graveyard. I could be wrong, but there usually are some these things you need to consider when you do that. Victoria doesn't believe what I say. If I only had... Okay. My father's grave. This evening's going to be longer than I planned. Somebody believes in my innocence. But I just have to prove it myself. But why? And who wrote me the note I found in my hotel room? Surely not Mary. I need to go and visit Samuel's grave if I want to find out more. Unfortunately, I've got no idea where the graveyard is around here. Well, we do know now. There's a big graveyard at the church in Warmhill. The pastor here can help me a bit more, I hope. Well, honestly, maybe he's one of the older persons who's helping me. That's also a possibility. Although they thought me as a guilty person. Why I could use them quick travel so we can get something done. Where is the Black Mirror Castle? Is the closest thing Well, I might as well go to Willow Creek. It doesn't take that much time. Okay, so to the castle. Wait. Sorry, I just made a little note to myself. Anyways, unnamed road. Or unmade. Unnamed? Unmade. I don't know. Thicket.
It's really overgrown back there. And foggy, too. It wouldn't surprise me if some undead ghouls suddenly started staggering about.
Yeah, so we're running some undead ghouls because you said that. That's how it usually goes. Stream. Nice little stream, actually.
According to the map, this stream's called Old Wansford.
Wansford, you say? Can I take a picture? No. No idea. So we have two ways to go. Road and beaten track. Road, beaten track.
Why should I go into the middle of the woods?
Why shouldn't you go to the middle of the woods? It would be more scarier that way. But anyways, let's go to the left. To the left, to the left. Now that's what I call a church. Can I take a picture of it? Really? There's a bird. I would like to take a picture of a bird. I can't. Seriously. Can I not take any pictures?
There might be bells behind the slats. In that case, they are small auxiliary bell towers.
Yeah, you could be actually right.
Wormhill Church. 800 years old and no spire. Very unusual.
I wouldn't say so.
That's a lightning rod. The tower looks a bit singed. Maybe it was hit by lightning. A fortified tower with battlements. That might have been more essential than a bell tower.
Or just a decorative purposes. Church door, grave, into the wood. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Fence.
This part looks like it's been pushed in. Wonder if it was a hearse driver with parking problems. Ancient headstones. It looks like the design hasn't changed in hundreds of years.
If it's not broken, why fix it? A fresh grave. Oh, right. Whoops. There should be a few fresh graves.
That's quite a recent grave. There are even a few flowers still lying on it.
Unless it's even fresher. Fresher. Why didn't I double click? Silly me. I always forget that you can double click and go faster.
Locked. That's probably the priest's house back there.
Could be.
That's quite a recent grave.
Can I take a picture of it? No, I don't think not. I'm not certain about the taking pictures. Am I totally missing the point? I don't know. That's the church door.
This is where Miss Valley is buried. Murdered by my cursed sister. Perhaps I should bring a few flowers the next time I visit.
I'll have to check if I
This is where Miss Valley
can do that. Oh, this looks oddly familiar. We have been here in Black Mirror 1. Not in 2, though.
gravestones without names. This certainly isn't a well-groomed graveyard. Most of the graves are overgrown with twining weeds and roots.
Roots. Broken fence again.
Wow, the fence has really been battered. If we were in India, I would say it was a herd of elephants.
Okay.
The wall has...
Oh. I thought we need to walk to the wall and I double click. That's one of the problems when you think that it does what it's been doing earlier things, that it walks there and comments it and it doesn't do, and you double click, you miss the point. Okay, so there are points where you don't want to double click. And now we are moving towards the gate.
Locked. That's probably the priest's house back there.
Large gravestone. We do know that those are, at least a few of those are part of the Gordons. That is William's, if I remember correctly.
That's William Gordon's grave, my great-grandfather. He died in August 1981. No idea why he wasn't buried in the family crypt. That's William Gordon's.
But we do not know where Samuel is buried. Probably in the family crypt. Or maybe not. I do not know.
That's the Gordon family crypt. The musty skeletons of my ancestors are just behind this door. I'm not interested in paying them a family visit.
Okay. Anonymous grave. So we need to go to the church, which is quite given if we can enter. In Black Mirror 1 we had to go from the side door, but apparently we can go through, hopefully we can go through the main door. And we can. Confessional, pews, and columns. Stained glass window and church roof.
These European churches really are impressive buildings. America was probably still India in the minds of a few sailors when this one was built.
The idea of a church is to reflect the heavenly Jerusalem where you go after you die, to give you the give a normal medieval person a feeling what will become after his or her death. So the idea is to portray, give a glimpse of the future after you die. So that is one of the reasons why they were magnanimous, colorful, and lovely. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Can I take a picture?
A huge stained glass window.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Bare wooden pews. Very inviting. They really make you want to kneel down and pray.
So what
There
we
are
have?
some phrases from the Bible engraved in this. Behold the Lamb of God that taketh away the sin of the world, says John 1 verse 29. For to me to live is Christ and to die is gain, says Philip, also 1 verse 21. For many are called, but few are chosen, Matthew blah blah blah. The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid, Psalms 118 verse 6.
To be honest, that's not a surprise to see Bible verses in a church. Anyways,
There's some phrases. Behold the land for many.
okay, so nothing new then. Can I take a picture? No. Confessional.
Who's that? That doesn't look like the priest.
Oh, there is somebody in there. I didn't notice. I really didn't notice. Partly because it's so... Oh.
Hey, you there. Good morning.
What the?
I thought he was dead.
I'm sorry, lad. I must have nodded off.
In the confession box?
The bench has a cushion on it, at least.
You're not the priest, are you?
God forbid. I'm Mark, the grave digger.
Oh, Mark. We never met met him in the Black Mirror 2, but he was a character in Black Mirror 1. Interesting thing is that... Yeah. Why is he here? Well, obviously it's a grave digger.
Do you know Wormhill well?
Of course, but it's just a few houses on the back of the woods. There's more life in here, I tell you. Are you looking for something in particular?
No, I'm just trying to get an idea of the place.
Looking around this graveyard will give you a better idea of the place. And should you want to reserve yourself a spot here, then let me know. I recommend the southern slope. That's the best location.
Thanks for the tip, but I'm in no hurry to die just yet.
But maybe death's in a hurry to come and get you.
You're a funny fella. Anyways, graveyard.
What is it you actually do all day?
Answer stupid questions.
I mean, digging graves can't be all you do.
Yeah, you're right, lad. I don't just dig. I repair things too, keep the church in order, guard the graves. And if you think that the weeds grow on their own around here, then think again. It ain't weeds, and it don't grow on its own. But who's interested anyway?
What did you mean by that? You guard the graves?
Well, because of the clientele. So they don't get dug up by dogs and the like.
Which dogs?
Well, strays from around here. For them, a graveyard is like
an underground hot dog stand?
Yeah, exactly. With bloody tough sausages.
Now I'm hungry. Anyways.
You must have a lot to do around here, being the gravedigger.
Oh, that's right. My job here is quite secure.
Repeat business.
Can you tell me anything about the church?
What do you mean then, lad? Who built it? It certainly wasn't me, even if I might look that old. Must have been around the time Marcus Gordon was alive. Have you seen the dark part of the tower up there?
Yes.
He ran out of stone, and they say he took stones from his castle walls to finish it off. Demolished his own castle to finish the church.
A model Christian.
Perhaps his time was running out. Got himself buried in there in the end.
A crypt that's 100 feet tall with an altar and a bell tower, all for him alone. What a modest man.
All those toffs are. No, he treated himself to an extra crypt underneath the nave. But it caved in 12 years ago. Nobody can get in there anymore.
Alright, we've been there. I didn't remember it caved in. Or did it? It's been a little while since I played the Black Mirror 1. So, yeah, my memory is a bit hazy.
It's quite a woody area.
That's also supposed to be the reason it's such a bloody area.
The evil of the woods? People around here read too many horror stories.
Or have experienced it themselves. Have you been in the woods here at night?
No.
They say there's plenty to see. Murderous lords of the castle, the undead,
Mordred's voracious hellhounds. There are many stories about it. Probably as many stories as there are people here.
The woods around Willow Creek strike me as being particularly creepy.
Yes, and the number of wild boars in there is uncanny. I've known them to trample down my fences to get at the clientele. But I've got some crafty traps set up. I'm looking forward to having a roast. The priest gave his permission.
Okay. Fresh grave. So the graves are not from the killings at our time, because Miss Valley's grave is there also. So the fresh grave has to be something very new. So whose is it?
There's a fresh grave in front of the church.
That'll be Sally's,
Oh.
young cook from the castle. The poor thing was burned to death, just like old Bates. The fire didn't really make any difference. But Bates isn't here. Lady Victoria insisted on burying him in the Gordon crypt, like a member of the family.
Just like Lady Eleanor, I assume.
Yes, there's still plenty of space in the crypt. Lots of the Gordons haven't been buried there.
Why not?
Well, there are just too many murderers and suicides. They're frowned upon in Catholic graveyards, particularly the ones who commit suicide.
Why? What happens to them?
Well, they're buried anonymously, without any religious ceremony, without the ringing of the bells, without any prayers, without a priest, nothing. They're all buried before sunrise, over by the north wall.
Isn't that what they used to do hundreds of years ago?
Perhaps where you come from. But we're in Wormhill, the manor of Black Mirror Castle. Things are all a bit different around here, my lad.
So it was Sally's grave. So interesting that it's freshly done when Miss Valley's grave wasn't so fresh. Well, it happens. Okay. So I was wrong in there. Samuel's grave. Well, Samuel, I think. Well, we have interesting thing because William also was thought to made. I think it was thought that he made a suicide when. Obviously, he didn't, but I think it was in the first game. So it's interesting that he is actually in a named grave. If they are doing as the gravediggers suggest. Yeah, Samuel too. So he is one of those anonymous graves.
You don't happen to know, being the gravedigger and all, where Samuel Gordon's grave is? He must have been buried in 1981.
That's a tough one, lad. So many people died here 12 years ago, good and evil alike, in the strangest of circumstances. I really can't remember who ended up where. You'd be better off talking to Father Frederick, the priest. Perhaps he can remember.
Okay, and where is Father Frederick?
Where would I find the priest then?
Today? Well, you won't find him at all. He left around midday. Some conference or other. Supposed to be back by noon tomorrow, though.
I'd better be going.
Keep your eyes peeled, lad.
Yes, I will. Hopefully. So, I guess that's what we can do here. I'm not going to find my father's grave today. The pastor isn't around. I can only ask again tomorrow. So that would mean that we need to go to the hotel. I'll make a save just to be sure. What am I typing? Okay. I might as well walk.
Oh, is it that late already?
I'll have to say very nice looking. I love the night views in this game. Black Mirror 2 was nice looking also at night. Into the woods we go, so we can see the scary woods. Maybe the hogs come and eat us. Who knows? Right. Can we go to the beaten
Why
track?
should I go into the middle of the woods?
Okay, so we are not going. Wait, what?
Those must be wild boars. There's supposed to be plenty of them around here.
Okay. Should I be worried?
Or demonic hellhounds, as they say in the local fables.
Which one is it? Boars or hellhounds? I was just joking.
Whoa! I better get out of here fast if I don't want to get mauled.
Okay, I'm gonna see what happens. We have a save. So they're eating me. Yeah. You can... Oh! Again, good. These automatic saves, they are quite close by, so that's good. I'm guessing I need to run there because there's nothing else where to go.
Whoa! I better get out of here fast if I don't want to get mauled.
Okay.
Jeez, that was close. I can't keep this up for too long. How come I'm not waking up? This must just be a nightmare.
This isn't, and this is quite dark. I can't see anything. Where's my...
Have they gone? Calm before the storm? I think I better wait until those beasts have lost their appetite.
Sounds like a plan. Let's make a save. Okay, we got a lot of things to do. Door, box, padlock, bucket, rake, shredder, floorboards, door to shed, can, file, oil lamp, bed, and a luminous sticker. And quite dark. Let's check the window first.
What the hell?
That is a good question. No, I can't take the picture.
A padlock of the really sturdy variety.
Can I take it?
A padlock of the really sturdy variety.
Oh, so it's obviously...
It's fastened shut.
Okay, so we need to open that at some point, hopefully.
Damn, don't say somebody lives here.
No, I don't... Or can I do something? Are you going to sleep? Hopefully not.
There's something lying under the bed, but I can't get at it.
Okay.
A couple of luminous smiley stickers. Whoever lives here must be scared of the dark.
Wouldn't you be? You were hunted by vicious dog-like creatures with big nasty teeth, and then obviously you saw a ghost. Or apparition,
An
or something.
oil lamp. Doesn't seem all that old. Maybe it still works.
Can I use my... I do have a lighter. Nice.
Oh, that's better. I can see now.
Uh,
I hope that the light doesn't attract any wild animals. Or worse.
there's something. Can I... Do I see
Half
it?
the bed has already collapsed into the floor. I can't drag it through the hut.
So what else we do have?
A peculiar shadow.
This? See, or is it all of these? Okay, I don't know. Let's take the file. It seems like
File. Huh. The escape tool of choice. In the comics, at least.
It seems like a key. Can I take the lamp? Apparently I can.
I think I know where that mysterious shadow's coming from. Well, how about that? And so the key falls into my possession.
Okay, that's good to know. Can I take the can? I can.
I'm guessing that's paint thinners or gasoline for cleaning stuff. Ugh, smells something like that at least.
Okay, door to shit.
Another door. Let's see now. Was kinda obvious. There's storage behind it for logs. It stretches right to the door. There's no getting through here.
Okay.
The floorboards here sure creak loudly.
Maybe there's something under.
The floorboards here sure creak loudly.
Shredder.
That almost looks the same as the shredder in the museum.
Oh, right, yeah, that one that squirts the blood.
There's something lying in it.
Yeah, stick your hand in it. It should be.
Soft, damp, and cold. Yuck.
Come
No,
on.
thanks. I don't really want to know what's died in there.
Can I take the rake?
A rusty old garden implement.
Yes. Can I use that maybe on here? Or bed? Oh, I can use it on the bed. Well, he said something down there.
Gotcha.
So what was it? Some kind of box. Cardboard box.
A cardboard box. Somebody scribbled something on the lid. I can't decipher it. The word definitely begins with an R, though. Let's take a look inside. A rag doll. Pretty ugly and worn out. I recognize it. I've seen it before. It was Ralph's. Yep, that's his doll. Mr. Bubby, or whatever he called it. Strange. How'd it get here? And why has Ralph left it? He never used to go anywhere without it. What else have we got? A luminous sticker with a smiley on it. And a cork from a bottle. This must be Ralph's shack. Or his hideaway.
Well, that is true.
A rag doll called Mr. Bubby. Ralph's best friend.
Hopefully Ralph is okay. So now we have the key to the box, I would imagine. What's in the box then?
Fits. As I thought, full of junk. So
And
let's have a look.
yes.
Damn. That looks like one of the robes and the masks from the order that was after me. But at the same time, it's also proof that the order existed. I'll take it with me.
To be honest, it's only a robe and a mask. But
There's some paper in the robe. Seems to be a letter to the order. Quite badly torn. Unable to stop the evil, already sacrificed. His objective, or something happens to me. No trace is to be...
No.
I'm not completely certain, but it appears to be a request to cover up all traces of the order. That would explain why the robe is in the shack. I'll put it back. Perhaps I'll find something useful after all.
Okay. What?
A corkscrew and a yardstick. They look in reasonable shape. I'll take them. Whoa, chainsaw. I've got a feeling that this baby's gonna come in handy.
Well, okay. Let's check the chainsaw first. Is there any...
Alone in a shack in the woods, in the night, with a chainsaw in my hand. If my father could see me now, I'm sure he'd be so proud. Unlucky. Tank's empty.
I'm guessing we are using this. But
the tank's just about half full. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Do what? What can we... we have bed. Oh, there's the bucket. Can I check the
Nothing
window?
More to see.
So the ghost is gone.
An old bucket. Oh, I hope that isn't the toilet.
Well, don't stick your hand in it then. So we have floorboards and door to shed. Can I do something with the floorboards, maybe?
I filled up the chainsaw, but the tank's lid is missing. I don't think it's a good idea to start it up as it is.
So we are going to use it on the floorboards, okay? So let's... Does it...
All right. That ought to hold. Now we can get going.
You sound like a crazy person. Anyways, let's use it on the floorboards
The rotten
then.
boards shouldn't be a problem for the saw, but I ought to check what's underneath them first. The floorboards here sure creak loudly.
Do I use something else?
I won't be able to manage that. I'm gonna need a bigger tool.
Okay, so you're not using that.
The file is worn down. At the very most, you could...
Are you not using it?
The rotten boards shouldn't be a problem for the saw, but I ought to check what's underneath them first.
Do we use the glider on them? Okay, okay.
There's a hell of a draft through the gaps in the boards. This shack's obviously not built on solid ground.
So do we now use the chainsaw? I have no idea why we are using it. Maybe we escape from that, but let's try.
The rotten boards shouldn't be a problem for the saw, but I ought to check what's underneath them first.
What?
The floorboards here sure creak.
But I thought you...
The floorboards here.
Yes, okay, let's check the...
Get out of here. There's only timber back there.
I'm not certain what's the meaning of this. Okay, do I use the rule? Okay.
Interesting. There's at least half a meter of space below the boards. The shack must have been built on stilts. The next time I'm being pursued by hellhounds and hide in a shack, I'll look out for that as I go in.
Okay, so it wasn't enough just to use the lighter and check it. We needed to use the ruler also. So can I now saw it?
I'll just cut myself a trapdoor in the floor. It can also be closed again in an emergency.
Emergency.
Cool. I can sneak outside through the hole.
Okay, so we are not... We have checked everything, if I think correctly. So let's leave.
Good. Let's try it. I'm better leaving the heavy junk here.
So chainsaw and what else? Corkscrew we probably keep because we haven't used it yet. Nice.
Good. No wild beasts for miles.
Oh, that was interesting.
Weird. No tracks. The beasties couldn't have just disappeared into thin air. No.
Okay. I was just going to say it's... chapter 2 already. It seemed faster than the second one. Not complaining though, but yeah.
Describe what you saw.
I saw myself as a child. I was playing with my sister in the woods. It's not far away from the castle. I could see it behind the trees. There was a man there, too.
Could you make out who it is?
No, he had his back to me. But something very bad has happened.
What's happened?
My sister, she's fallen in a hole. She's screaming. What should I do?
Adrian, you're not there anymore. Remember what you did at the time.
I ran to the hole, and I don't know. I can't remember. You woke me up before I could help her.
I didn't wake you up, Adrian. You woke up of your own accord. It would appear everything in you is trying to fend off this memory. Seems you really want to suppress it.
Or I just can't remember.
The memory is still there. You just need to let it happen.
It's easy for you to say.
Perhaps you should tackle this memory in a conscious state. Try and find the place in the woods that you saw. You need an anchor in the present.
If you say so.
And with regards to the hallucinations, I've ordered a medication. It should help to suppress them.
Very good. I'll take it. At least you can rely on conventional medicine.
Please take this prescription and give it to a buyer in the shop. She'll give you the medication.
Oh. She's a pharmacist, too?
In a little village like this, everyone has more than one role.
So, yeah, I guess this is a good part to end. We didn't do as much as I had hoped because it took a little while to find the... to realize I need to take the picture. Well, I did realize to take the picture, but apparently, yeah, I made a few mistakes. But at least we got some interesting things to think about. What I was going to say and what we are going to do is that we are going to call the fortune teller next time because she was correct. The beasts ripped me. Well, at least one part. So it's interesting to see what she will say next. But I'm also curious what happened between we passing out next to the cottage and we waking up here. What did we do in between? Let's start with...
How can I help you?
I'll go these discussions through. So after that, next episode, we just can't leave from here. So let's do it right now.
What can you tell me about Warm Hill?
Well, not a lot, really. It's a little hamlet that belongs to Willow Creek. There are only a few people living there. Most of the houses are falling apart. I think it's where all the miners used to live.
Okay.
Do you know Ralph?
Ralph? No. Who's that?
Oh, not so important.
Oh yes, and I do hope we find Ralph, and I do hope we don't kill him.
Something strange happened to me last night. I don't know what was real and what wasn't.
Tell me about it, Adrian.
I was just on my way back to the village when I was attacked by large black dogs in the woods. Fortunately, there was a shack close by, which I was able to hold up in. I couldn't get back out through the door. Once I cut my way outside through the floor with a chainsaw, there were no signs the dogs had been there at all. Then I fell unconscious. Supposedly, Murray found me there in the middle of the night and brought me back to the hotel. I can't remember any of that.
A classic dream of repression. The black dogs, and then... There's nothing there. It's a deep-seated fear of the consequences of your actions.
Well, that's curious. Murray found us and take us took us back to the hotel. How on earth Murray could have found us? Unless he was following us. That is interesting. Anyways, white lady. What does that represent?
I saw a woman dressed in white. Almost looked like some kind of wedding dress.
Where did you see her?
Williams.
When I was locked in the shack, from the window, she was standing on the edge of the clearing. She saw me and then disappeared into the woods.
Did she say anything or do anything?
Well, I didn't hear anything, but perhaps. She certainly wasn't just wandering around. It almost seemed as though she was looking for something.
Really? There's a legend here in Willow Creek about a white lady who wanders through the woods looking for her child. In vain, as the story goes. But no one has ever seen her.
Until now.
Don't worry, Adrian. That's a completely natural reaction to this myth. It originates from the collective longing for a pure mother figure who can be adored like a saint. Part of the whole thing that there are chosen ones who perceive her apparition. And everyone wants to be a chosen one. That's just human.
You've got an explanation for everything, haven't you?
Psychology is the modern theology.
Also, yeah, that reminds me, the painting from Victoria's, next to Victoria's bed, or headpost, not the Victoria's bed, the Williams painting, the white lady in a wedding dress. Maybe there's a connection there. So, what about the black dogs? It's hard to find black dogs in the dark of the night.
What do these black dogs mean? What kind of creatures are they?
Fleeing from vicious, aggressive dogs. That sounds like a typical nightmare. It expresses the fear of one's own aggressive side. Were the dogs alone, or was someone with them?
No, they were alone. Just the dogs.
Dogs who roam around without a human master suggests a suppressed issue with dominance. It could also suggest exactly the opposite, though. That the dreamer is neglecting a particular part of himself, which is alluded to by the nature of the dogs. What breed of dog were they?
No idea. Hellhounds? They were definitely huge and black.
Large dogs reinforce the meaning I was talking about. The fact that they're black would suggest their origin in the subconscious.
Are there any tablets I can take for this? Catch you later.
Take care.
I would like to have heard what the explanation is. The dogs were black chihuahuas following us in the woods, or something like that. Or corgis. That would be interesting. So, anyways, we have something new. And obviously we are going to call to the voodoo lady, fortune teller, sorry. And I do hope we have found Ralph, but at least Mr. Bobby is safe at the moment. Look at that cute face. Mr. Bobby. He's so bubbly and hopefully can help us. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.